Happy 4th of July. Today is the 4th of July, so I'm really excited to share this with you today. I am going to be cutting up a watermelon, and it's going to be for tonight. And I bought too big of a watermelon, so what I'm going to do is cut some of this up so that we can have some watermelon chunks, and then also I'm going to go ahead and make some watermelon juice, which can be used anytime during the summer. It's very refreshing, it's sweet, it's delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. Now let's get started by slicing up our watermelon. So what I'm going to do is slice the end of each watermelon. And by doing so, we will have a good base to stand our watermelon on versus having it rock back and forth and potentially running a risk of cutting ourselves. So let's go ahead and cut each end. And again, we are doing this for safety, so as you can tell, we're not going to have our watermelon rocking back and forth. We are going to stand it up on end so it stands still, and then we're just going to take our knife and we're going to cut along the rind. So we're going to kind of angle it along the side of the watermelon. And as you can see, there's minimal waste. Now you do want to use a very sharp knife. I am using a ceramic knife. Another knife that I genuinely love using is the blue diamond knife. So either one of those, but whether you have those or not, it doesn't, as long as you're using a very sharp knife, then it just makes the process so much easier. And as I mentioned, there's very little waste, as you can see here. I'm just slowly cutting off the rind, following it along the edges, and let's just go ahead and go back and clean that up. Even though we are using watermelon, you can use this exact same recipe by using cantaloupe or even honeydew. Those fresh juices just taste amazing, especially with this warm weather. Now let's go ahead and finish cleaning off the rind. Now this is a very easy process. I am cutting the entire watermelon. You don't have to do the entire one. This one just happens to be very large. Okay, so now that I am done cleaning up this watermelon, let's go ahead and throw away the rind. And like I mentioned, it's very little waste by cutting the watermelon up like this. Now another recipe I want to make is candied watermelon rind. So I'm not going to be able to do that today only because I do need to get to the 4th of July party, but let's go ahead and clean this up and keep going with our juice. All right, so now that we have our watermelon, I am going to cut this in half. I'm only going to be using just slightly less than half, and the other half I'm going to cut up in pieces. As you can tell, I still have the watermelon standing up on end and it's not rocking back and forth. Again, this is just for safety. And look at the inside of this watermelon. It is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so let's go ahead and start slicing this up. I have my bowl here, and even though the pieces look a little big, I did end up going back and cutting up a little bit smaller because I am going to be putting these in the blender. So let me know, what is your preference? Do you prefer watermelon with seeds or seedless watermelons? In a day like this, I will take a seedless watermelon because I am doing the juice and I'm preparing for a party. But if it was just me by myself eating a watermelon, I would definitely pick the ones with the seeds. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our bowl over to the blender. And let's just go ahead and start placing these watermelon pieces in our blender. We are going to be adding a little bit of water to make it easier to blend. Now I am pretty much filling up my blender, and then when I go to start it, I notice that it's struggling to get that blended, and that's when I decided to add a little bit of water to it. Now, if you happen to get a watermelon that isn't as sweet, this is a perfect recipe to turn that watermelon into something that's wonderful and refreshing. And just as a reminder, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do so and hit that notification bell so when that next video comes out, you'll be notified. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our bowl and a strainer, and let's go ahead and strain this. That way we're left with just the juice without the pulp. And let me go ahead and change the angle of the camera so that you can see what this looks like. As you can tell, it is almost all juice. There's very little pulp that will be left over. And then what I'll do is just go ahead and take the back of the spoon just to kind of help push that through. And just so you have an idea, let me show you how much juice came out of this first batch. Now this is a 4-cup measuring cup and it is filled to the top. So let's go ahead and pour our juice into our juice dispenser. Now, I happened to pick this up at Walmart. This is about 1.5 gallons, but I will double check just to be sure. but this is glass, which I absolutely love. And then you can see the little dispenser down at the bottom. So let's go ahead and pour our juice right into the jug. And to that, we will also be adding 8 cups of water. Now you might be tempted to add ice to this, but I wouldn't recommend that. I have it on hand so you can pour it in the glass. Otherwise, as it melts, it will water your juice down. So let's go ahead and add our water. And then what we will do is repeat the process. We will just add 4 more cups of the watermelon juice. Now I did happen to go back and double check the size. So this happens to be 1.2 gallons. So I was off by just a little, but if I do happen to find a link either to this exact one or something similar, I will definitely put that in the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish making our juice. So we're going to go ahead and pour the additional 4 cups of juice into the jug, and then we will not be adding any more water. We're going to go ahead and give this a really good stir, and then we're going to add some sugar. Okay, so at this point, what you'll want to do is taste it. And if your watermelon juice is a little sweet to begin with, let's just go ahead and start with about 1/4 cup of sugar. If it's a little tart or not as sweet, then you'll want to add a little bit more. But definitely start with less and then stir it and then taste it as you go along. Now my watermelon happened to be pretty sweet, so I didn't have to use a lot of sugar. I only ended up using 1/4 cup, gave it a really good stir, and now my juice is ready. So again, I'm not adding ice to it. I will definitely add ice to my cup, and it's ready to enjoy. Now there is a little exception with the ice ordeal. If you happen to have this outside, you definitely want to have some ice in your juice. But just keep in mind that it will get a little watered down, so you may want to add some extra watermelon juice and a little bit more sugar. Let me know in the comments if you end up making this. And there you have it, you guys, a wonderful, refreshing watermelon juice. Very easy. It's just basically watermelon and water, and just add a little bit of sugar, but again, it's dependent on your watermelon itself. If it's sweet, you may not have to add any at all. Anyway, you guys remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm really grateful to you all for sticking around, and I'm grateful with the way the channel is growing. So you guys enjoy your summer, stay cool, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and definitely leave me comments. I love to read your comments. Anyway, thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.